my students of 7th semester, I have provided you the syllabus and book list. Now in your syllabus there is a paper named Interpretation and Principles of Legislation. Today's subject matter is from that paper, that is Interpretation and Principles of Legislation. Our topic is Bentham's theory of utilitarianism. You have studied utilitarianism in your political science paper in 3rd semester. However, in this paper you are studying utilitarianism from its jurisprudential perspective. Now, what is utilitarianism according to Bentham? Bentham says that every state's action, every law, every action of the state should be measured according to pleasure and pain. State should ensure, it is the duty of the state to ensure pleasure for every citizen, maximum good for maximum people. You have studied all these things, but the difference between utilitarianism as political science theory and jurisprudential utilitarianism is that in this Bentham's theory of utilitarianism as jurisprudential principle, we'll study how legislation should be for the benefit of the people. If a legislation can ensure utility for the people, according to Bentham, then that is a perfect law for the society. That is the point. We are governed by two masters, that is pleasure and pain. But Jeremy Bentham says pleasure should be ascertained and pain should be avoided by the law. Here we find sociological aspect of law. How it comes? Sociological aspect of law. If law can ensure in society pleasure, then that is a good law. That is utility. Now, according to Bentham, quality of any object whereby it tends to produce benefit, advantage, pleasure, goods or happiness, or to prevent happenings of mischief, pain or evil or unhappiness. That means when we are deciding whether a law is a good or not, whether it is a bad law or a good law, then we have to decide on the point that whether the quality or property in the law giving us advantage, pleasure, good or happiness, or whether the law is giving us pain, mischief or unhappiness. Therefore, utilitarian concept of law have an immense importance. Regarding criminology, Bentham says that punishment is not an inevitable condition for the society. We can punish the people if we cannot avoid punishment only then. That means punishment cannot be groundless. Punishment punishment can be given only to avoid mischief in the society. Punishment cannot be a regular measure for the people. We cannot give someone punishment as a regular measure. These are the different principles of Bentham, and Bentham says that utility should be applied while we are making law. Now, in utilitarian concept of law, we will study some specific utilities. Bentham says that there are some ends of utility like subsistence, abundance, equality and security. That means law should secure subsistence for the people, আমাদের জন্য সাবসিস্টেন্স অ্যালাউ করবে, আমাদের বেঁচে থাকার উপায়টা দেবে। Law should provide abundance. That means we should have abundance resource so that we can live a good life. Equality. Law should provide equality. This is another measurement of utility. And another is security. It is the duty of law, it is the object of law to provide us security. Now, there are some sanctions. There are some sanctions, how utility it comes to us. What are the sanctions? Sanctions means utility follows from where these utilities are follows to us. We may get happiness from a special weather. Suppose rain comes on earth and we get happy. Usually it happens. Now, our utility, our happiness may flows from different sources, and on the basis of that, Bentham classified different sanctions of utility, like physical sanction. When happiness comes ordinarily from physical nature, no superior sovereign is behind our that utility, our that happiness. Political sanction. When our utility, our happiness, our good comes from a political superior, then we say that there is political sanction. Moral sanction. When our happiness comes from the morality of the society, we say that this is good, we say that this is bad. Doing such corruption is bad for society, benevolence is good for society. These are the moral sanctions. Behind moral sanction, we do not have any political superiors interference. And last one is religious sanction. Religion also gives us some utility and some happiness. So that is religious sanction. We are here while talking about sociological or jurisprudential aspect of utility, then we are talking only about political sanction of utility. And lastly, these Bentham's definition are often criticized. Bentham's theory of utility, that is, law should be made or judged as per utility, often criticized on the ground that it is a stagnant, it is non-flexible phenomenon. What is happiness or what gives us utility today, it may not give us utility tomorrow. What makes us happy today, it may not make us happy tomorrow. In this situation, it is called stagnant, it is called non-flexible. But some jurists consider still today this theory as a remarkable theory. It is a sociological aspect. For the first time, it is a journey from idealistic to realistic world. For the first time, it is a journey from the moralistic to materialistic world. Law should make good to us, and only then we shall consider that law as a good law. So till today, this theory is essential, this theory is important to us. Thank you. বললি না বন্ধ দেখেই যাচ্ছিস। কি করলো তুমি? পড়া দেখে না। এটা এখন চলছে তো, কাটতে